But the reality of feedlotting is, we're driven by three things: the price of incoming cattle, the price of grain, and the price out the other side. And at the moment, the price out the other side has been pretty flat.
Yeah.
We've had good grain prices up until probably 3 or 4 months ago. We've now got some reduction in the price of feeder cattle. Feeder cattle have been very expensive because we've come from several years of drought into two exceptional seasons in a row. So farmers are either reluctant to sell or they're buying cattle themselves. And as a result of that, we've been squeezed a bit by those elements. One thing about business, and agriculture is no different, is that if it's out of balance, it eventually gets back into balance. And I think you'll start to see that. And I'm not advocating that the price of cattle should be lower. The price of meat should be higher. But at the end of the day, if it doesn't get higher, you'll see some cattle prices fall off. I know we've heard people, industry, talk about the next 12 months where cattle prices might well rise.
Based on the US situation.
Yes, that's one element. There's so many things at work here. The United States is a big gorilla in the game.
Yeah.
Their grain production is obviously very weak this year, as it was last year. Their herd is at historical lows. So their capacity to compete with any volume of product in our key markets in Japan and Korea has to be less.
Yeah.
But countering that, they'll probably get to a 30-month age limit in Japan, if not Christmas, probably in the first few months.
Yep.
They've got a 2.5% advantage in Korea from a tariff perspective, and that becomes 5 in January next year. So there's a lot of things that will counterbalance all those issues. If we happen to persist with a dry season, which we're currently experiencing, cattle prices will fall.
Yeah.
You'll see cattle come on the market.
The cycle starts to turn.
Yeah, it does. But opposite of that, grain prices are going to stay high, I suspect.